week before 11.
That's fine. I got held up at the office. That's why I was late.